One greetings from the high 10. It's everyday shenanigans. Thank you for joining me. Happy Sunday to all of you. My mind stays in rotation pertaining to this case of Quinton Simon. There's something about this case that bothers me, such as the case with Eliza Fletcher and David Collier. And in my most quiet moments, I can think, and I think a lot. As someone said to me, you're a heavy thinker. I guess I am. Of course, it can be to the detriment to one's health when you think too much, overthinking things, assuming things. But nonetheless, this is the case of a child deemed deceased. So I'm going to break it down to you like this. Some of you are wondering why Danny Youngkin has left the scene. I want you to ponder that for just a second. See, sometimes, and I've said this to you a million times during my live streams, everything you need to know is at the beginning of the story, not the middle and not the end. So I want you to take a quick ride with me into the abyss. Why would a man leave a woman that he's been staying with and playing house with for God knows how long? Been with her after she's been with one baby daddy after the other, making children in a house that's chaotic, verbally abusive, physically abusive towards children and other adults. Why would one he stay, continue a relationship, courtship with this female, make a baby with her? Is he also a user of narcotics? You have to ask all those questions because there is an answer, believe me. It may not be the answer you like, but there is an answer. So let's stay in the abyss for just a little while. Why would this young person, male, stay with a chaotic being? When did he learn that she was ill? But continue to stay with her. Are you listening? As I said, I'm a heavy thinker, so it kind of goes like this. He's disappeared now and gone away. Why would he do that after he has been in the abyss with this woman and all this mayhem and foolishness pertaining to she, her mother, possible stepfather, other siblings, himself, and the children? Drug usage, money on drugs, theft, damage of property allegedly from the mother. Billy Joe, he still continued to ride the ride. Why? And now we have information that he's left. You hear no mention of him in the news. Not one source I've listened to has mentioned Mr. Youngkin. As far as conversation and interview, where he is, why he's not visible, I want you all to think of this. When the source came to me with the information that Leilani Simon mentioned to law officials that sometimes when she leaves out of the home, she grabs his phone. Checkmate. Did she use his phone to discard the body? Yes, Beth. Bingo. He told it. They questioned her. One of you went out. And it shows you're still and not moving about, possibly at this landfill or wherever it is, where the body is. They asked her. They asked him. She said, maybe I picked up his phone by mistake. And then when they asked him, sir, your phone shows us that you were here at this location at this time. What did he say? It wasn't me. It was her. Bingo card. Could it be this guy has left her, Mr. Youngkin, because he realized she has set him up or attempted to set him up for the death, homicide, discarment of baby Quinton Simon? Was it intentional to set him up all along? Or anybody that they could, or she could? Who is all involved in the death of this baby? Because you have to ask yourself everything that's been told to you, not allegations, not assumptions, but what has been told. And one thing that has been told to you is absolutely nothing, except she's suspect number one, and the baby's believed dead. 3, you hear of nothing, interviews with him. Allegedly, he's left from social media gossip. So if indeed he's not in that house with her, he's left, possibly he has told on her. And he has, poof, disappeared for the obvious reasons. You see, this is what happens when you climb into the abyss, willingly or unwillingly. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know how it's all going to turn out. But no matter what was said to whom, because in the end, everything's a version, what I keep telling you. So do not listen to the he said and the she said on Facebook posts. That means nothing. If you're not hearing it from the horse, it means nothing. Because no one is getting ready to tell you they killed a child and they want to cover it up and get away with killing the child. But my question to you is, did she attempt to set up this man? Did she use his phone in hopes he would be implicated as the culprit of murdering the child and discarding the child? But he's let it be known, no, it was not I that was there. It had to have been her. Is it possible he woke up, didn't see his phone, or the phone was not in the place he thought he left it? Who knows? These are just my theories of why this man has disappeared, and there's no commentary. And is he actually gone? Because if you don't hear from law enforcement that he's gone, or the news, how do you even know that he's actually in Atlanta, as the streets are saying? So we're going to ask, is he in Atlanta or somewhere else outside of Savannah, Georgia? And if indeed it's true, when did he actually leave and why? And is it true that he's trying to get custody of his child? And as I told you before, I don't see a judge granting him or his family custody due to the circumstances of what law officials have revealed to the public, that she is suspect number one and that the child is deemed deceased, because a judge is going to look at him. You were there all alone. And how do I know what your role is in the death of Quinton Simon? What is his role? What does he know? Did this young lady try to set him up as the culprit? Or did he go along with her all the way to the very end, but bowed out because we know that the first to take a plea gets a lesser sentence. That's known. So maybe he decided to holler first to save himself. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $McAndrew, 129 Cash App. All stickers and chats are welcome during my lives. Please check out my library for the recent videos and uploads the past weekend. If you see something, say something. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. Mind the children. I don't know if he'd go to work without his phone. That's the whole point of the story. You don't know these people. You don't know what's the truth. That's why I don't listen to anything that the grandmother has to say, because she's rode this donkey ride to the very end with her daughter and this boyfriend. So you're just getting a version. And people will lie to cover up their wrongdoings. And that is evident in this case. Finger pointing has probably already commenced. We just don't know it yet. Thank you for joining me. You all have a wonderful week. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Hope all of you have a prosperous week. Stay safe. Be aware of your surroundings. I put a suggestion on my community board for a movie of the week. That is Good People. Please check it out. It's an older movie from 2014. Very interesting tale of how you can get yourself wrapped up into things and you can't undo it. Now playing on the Roku channel. Thank you so very much. God bless all of you. This is Everyday Shenanigans.